Hey, Alex, I got a question about the run defense. You guys seem to be in nickel and dime a lot yesterday. Played well for the first half against the run, then the second half, maybe not as well. I mean, are the personnel groupings the reason that you guys are getting run on a little bit, or can you walk me through what's been happening here?
I think, we can just do a better job, finish it. Like we said, I think we played really stout the first half, shutting them out and holding them out. So, I think we just got a little lackadaisical in that second half in the run defense. And so I think no matter what personnel group is in, we got to be able to stop the run. And so we just got to do a better job next week and throughout the season coming out in the second half faster and stronger than we did.
Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Yeah, Alex, with the groin injury that you've had that's kind of been lingering for a while, was last night the first night that you really maybe felt fully like yourself with the sacks that you had and with the way that you were able to play?
Oh, yeah. Really the past couple weeks I've been healthy, but, I really just wanted to come out and make a statement in this game, because I knew I hadn't been playing, how I know I can play, these first few games of the season, forget the groin and everything. I know, if I'm out there, I got to perform, so just want to come out, just have an attack mindset all game. I felt like I did, I felt like I was, getting to the ball well. And so, I felt like it was a good night. So just got to keep building on it.
Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Alex is maybe a bit off the wall, but do you have to buy your pops a new jacket?
He told me the story. Oh, man, it's crazy what happened. I hope whoever did take it, I hope that they need it. But it's crazy. I remember he told me, I said, "What? This is crazy." But I hope whoever took it, I hope that they need it. But I'll be getting another one.
Noah Strackbeam, Sports Illustrated.
Hey, Alex. When you guys went into overtime, and especially when the Seahawks got the ball back that second time, with guys like you, TJ, Minka, Cam, everybody included, do you guys just go out there thinking, yeah, it's a big moment, one of our playmakers will make something happen?
Yeah, I think, we just try to do our jobs, and that's what happens. We do our jobs, the plays will come. Just Coach Tomlin always says, make routine plays routinely, getting those one-on-one blocks and pass rush, we got to make those routine wins and then get to the quarterback. That's what TJ did. TJ took the game over because that's the type of player that he is. He's the best at what he does. And so he took that game over in overtime. And so we were able to come out, with the victory.
Joe Rudder, Tre.
Hey, Alex, unless the stat sheet is wrong, it said you were out there for every single snap last night. That kind of goes against, the rotational system. How did you feel? And was that kind of the game plan going in, that you were going to be out there every play?
I just, just wanted to go out there, do the best that I could, when I was in. I felt like I was feeling good. I felt like I was, breathing well and moving well. And so that was just, the mindset for me. I felt like I was moving well and just overall body was feeling well out there, to be able to play more plays.
Nick Farabaugh, Sports Now.
Alex, when you play with a guy like Cam next to you and then you have TJ on the other side, how does that help you? Because they might have some magnetism with them where they draw more attention. Does that allow you to get more one-on-one opportunities and just allow you to say, hey, that's my job. These guys are really drawing more attention away from me?
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to play with both of those guys, both of them being all pro guys, best to the best of what they do. And so, I know if the line slides to them, it puts extra protection on them. I got to win my battles, win my one-on-ones. So that's just really the mindset that I'm going to have, whatever opportunity I get, I got to make the most of.
Brian Batco, Post-Gazette.
Yeah, Alex, you mentioned, the defense getting a little bit lackadaisical maybe in the second half. The missed tackling issues that you guys had at times last night, is that something, you can't really work on that once you're in season, right, because of the nature of NFL practices. But what can you do to try to fix that, especially with a little bit extra time here now before the Browns?
I just, just like I said earlier, I think it just comes down to doing our job, just not doing too much, I think, if everyone, just does their job, they're in the vicinity, to make the play, that'll make it easier for us, and compel us, to have less missed tackles. And so I think if we just continue to do our job, we're going to get better.
Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Yeah, Alex, we talk with the offense a lot about the offense finding its identity. Through 6 games, do you feel like the defense has an identity? And if so, what do you think that is at this point?
I think the Pittsburgh Steelers defense identity, just playing hard, tough, smash mouth football, but I feel like, we're far from what we can be. We can be way better. I can be way better. Us as a whole defense, we can get better every single game, no matter how I play, no matter, that's just how I feel, I'm very critical of myself, so no matter, if I have no sacks or 2 sacks, I feel like, I can always be better. And so I think as a defense, we're just going to continue to improve. And, the past couple of games, we haven't finished very strong, but I think that's going to be the emphasis, on going to this next game and the rest of the season, just to really finish strong.
Nick Farabaugh, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Alex, I think one of the big runs of the game was on that 3rd and 7 where they got you on that guard tackle wrap. Were you guys not really expecting that, or what kind of went into your head on that, where they kind of broke tendency, got a big run on you guys and converted on a 3rd and long?
Yeah, I remember that play. I think a lot of us, we're in a pass rush mindset, for that play, being 3rd and long, and so I think that one definitely caught us off guard. But I can't remember if we held them to a field goal on that drive or not. But no matter if they do convert or get a first down on that play, we just got to bow our necks, and so.
Last question, Joe Rudder, Trib.
Yeah, Alex, your dad didn't mention much on Twitter other than his pullover got stolen. Like, did he tell you how this happened? Was he holding it? Like, somebody ripped off and ripped his back.
He said he was talking to somebody like away from his seat a little bit, and then apparently he saw the guy running and someone ran after him, and I think he tweeted, he hopes that guy needed it, but it was a crazy story that when he told me.
Hey, Trey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing good.
That's good. I had a question about the first and second halves the past 2 weeks. You guys looked really dominant against the Broncos and last night in the first half, and then the second half kind of the opposite. What's going on there, and how do you guys fix that during the bye week?
For us, it's just making sure that we continue to keep our foot on the gas. Whenever we get a hot start, starting out fast, to make sure we come out at halftime and keep that same momentum and keep that same energy going. It's something that I think it'll be an easy fix, and just the mentality to come out and make sure that we don't let up, so we can play a full 4 quarters of the game.
Nick Farabaugh, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Hey, Trey, that big hit on DK that you made on a key 3rd down early in the game, can you kind of walk me through that? It kind of looked like you peeled off your route, Lockett was in motion. What did you see on that play that kind of made you come all over there and make that big hit and that big play?
Just the call that we had on that, it allows guys to free up depending on what the offense does. So it just so happened that he was running the mesh route, and that I was able to free up and kind of read off the quarterback, and then just seeing the ball come out of his hands and then making a good break on it and going to make that play.
Joe Rudder, Trib.
Yeah, Trey, I was just wondering, last few you've gotten more involved, it seems like, in the offense. What has enabled you to, be able to make some of those type of plays, and how more comfortable do you feel, as the season's going on?
Just coming in to work each and every day and stepping out on the field, and most importantly in the meeting room, making sure I'm honing in on the meetings every week for whatever opponent that we're playing, and kind of dialing in on the details and then taking it out there to the field during practice and working on that. And that just kind of makes me more comfortable out there on Sundays, and then just playing with a great group of guys on defense and as a team as a whole. We always rally around each other. So just being able to have that, and like that, just kind of building that confidence through the week, through my preparation, just allows me to go out there and kind of play free.
Brian Batko, Post-Gazette.
Hey, Trey, it seemed like one of the issues for you guys defensively last night, especially at the second level, was tackling. What did the coaches or any players kind of talk to you guys about that, and where you guys need to be better or improve in that regard?
For us on the defensive side, we knew that those couple of drives that we needed to make those tackles. So we came together as a group, just kind of made sure that we understand that we needed to make those plays. And I felt like as a defense we came together, and when the plays were needed the most, guys, guys came out there and made those plays. But something that can be an easy fix. We just have to make sure that we hone in on details with those things.
Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Yeah. Hey, Trey, when we talked with Danny Smith a couple weeks ago, he just talked about how you're such a fast learner that you don't blink. Do you attribute that to study habits? Is that something that you've always been able to do, pick up on things quickly? What kind of leads to that?
Kind of how you just mentioned study habits. And that's something that I've always prided myself on, especially starting back in college, just making sure that whenever I'm learning something new, that I pick it up in the quickest way as possible and apply it to myself the best way that I can learn it. So I feel like that's what helps me out a lot. Taking what the coaching point is or whatever needs to be learned and just breaking it down into terms that fits best with me. So that's something that I've always prided myself on and will continue to pride myself on.
Noah Strackbean, Sports Illustrated.
Hey, Trey. Last night, obviously, TJ makes that big play there at the end. When you guys came down into that, you kind of went into overtime, the ball came back to you. Were you just thinking, hey, there's so many playmakers on this group, somebody's going to make a play? Was that going through the defense's head?
I feel like it definitely was going through everybody's head on the team in general, and especially having those, veteran playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. And TJ, it speaks for himself, his resume and what he does. So just him, closing out the game like that and making that play is something that we all know he's very capable of doing each and every snap. So that's something that I feel like it was going through everybody's mind, like so on the defense side of the ball and the team as well.
Brian Backer, Post-Gazette, follow-up.
Yeah, Trey, I wanted to follow up when you said, you guys kind of came together as a defense to talk about, the missed tackles and whatnot. Did Cam Hayward kind of talk to everybody? I think he said at one point last night that he kind of brought everyone together, but I wasn't sure if it was just like the D linemen or if that was the whole unit.
We kind of, sometimes during points of the game, he'll bring the defense up, just kind of make sure that our minds are still right, make sure that we're focusing on the next drive and going out there and making those plays. So that's something that, as a veteran, as a leader that he does for us on the defense side of the ball, just kind of keeps guys together and just keeps us going and keeps us focused on the end goal, which is playing a full quarter game and helping our team the best we can.
Nick Faribault, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Trey, also another big third down stop you had was against Lockett, another mesh route actually, but that time you were in man. How do you kind of feel? You were a 7th round pick and you're going up against a guy like Tyler Lockett. How do you kind of play like that on third down? And what did you do to make that big play look like you were inside leverage? Kind of what were you doing on that play to get Lockett covered there?
Kind of how I mentioned earlier, just kind of going back to my preparation within the week, taking in the coaching, taking in the film study, and applying it to the practice field. And that just kind of how I mentioned, it kind of just leads to me being comfortable out there on the field on Sundays and just knowing what the call is, knowing my technique within the call, and then just playing free, trusting in myself, trusting in my call, trusting in my brothers around me out there on the defensive side of the ball. I think that just allows me to go out there and play free and take advantage of the opportunities and make those plays when they come.
2 more questions. First, Brooke Pryor, ESPN.
Yeah, Trey, we talk a lot about the offense having an identity and trying to figure that out through 6 games. As a defense, though, what do you think your identity is through these first 6 games?
I think for us, it's just playing hard-nosed football each and every down. Not letting up. And our biggest thing is wanting to get the opposing offense into situation that they're not comfortable in. And that's when we let loose and and go out there and just let it all out there. So for us, I think it's just that hard-nosed football in the running game, in the pass game, and most importantly, playing together as a unit. Though everybody playing together, doing their jobs, and just being disciplined.
And the last one, Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now.
Trey, you talked about leaning on your knowledge and that giving you confidence. But then, what does having some success in these early games do? As far as what you feel like you can accomplish as a rookie this year, going forward, maybe as opposed to if you hadn't had that much success or if you hadn't even gotten that big of an opportunity? What do you feel like this opportunity has given you, and especially the fact that you've done well in it?
For me, it's just more motivation to work even harder. To come out each and every week, come out to work and just strive to get better. And for me, it's just me, being my first year, learning from the older guys, just soaking up the knowledge from them, from my coaches, and just applying it to my game. So for me, like I said, it's just motivation to come out and give them my all each and every day at work, and then translating it onto the field on Sundays to help my team any way possible.